We are 2 days into the Orlando Summer League. I am Alex Kennedy here with Cody Taylor. We're going to discuss some studs and duds. Who's played well, who has not played well here so far through 2 days. Now, it's important to note there's only 6 draft picks from this class here in Orlando. So we're not going to focus on the guys from last year. There's a lot of guys that are playing well, like Justice Winslow, Mitch McGarry, Cameron Payne. Those guys are supposed to play well. They're well known. We're going to focus on some lesser known guys that maybe weren't in this draft, guys that went undrafted. So let's start with some studs, the guys who are doing well. Glenn Robinson III has played extremely well. He's shooting the ball very well, 50% from the field, averaging 17 points per game. He's really impressed me so far. My second stud is Juwan Howard Jr. He's playing for Miami, playing for his dad. He shot the ball very well today, had 17 points. Juwan's looking good out there. I think a lot of people thought maybe he would just be on the team because of his dad, but he's played pretty well. Who's kind of stood out to you in terms of your studs?
The first one that I'd like to mention is Gabe York, undrafted guy out of Arizona, averaging about 14 points, shooting the ball pretty well. So he's really put on a good display, especially trying to earn that roster spot being undrafted. The next guy is Rodney Magruder. You know, this is a guy that was working out with the Heat for some time, was in their free agent mini camp. He's played pretty well through 2 games, so he's definitely a guy that's made an impression on the Heat and to try to earn a training camp invite, if anything.
Now, let's talk about some duds. It's always unfortunate. It's 2 days, so we don't want to overreact too much. And it is Summer League, but there have been some guys that have struggled so far. So I know you have 2 so far that you've kind of looked at and been unimpressed with. Who are some guys that are duds in your mind?
Yeah, and it's unfortunate. These are good guys, just haven't had great games. The first one is from the New York Knicks, JP Takoto. He's in 2 games, gone 4 for 15 from the field, had about 9 turnovers in both games. So definitely not something he hasn't put his best basketball on the court. The next one, Diamond Stone, he's coming out in the draft this year and had 10 fouls today. I feel like you really got to try to get that many fouls. And in the Summer League, you can't foul out. So, definitely not a good outing from him.
Very physical, though. Very physical outing. A lot of fouls there. I'm just going to say the whole Knicks roster. Am I allowed to do that? I mean, with the way they've been playing, they've been struggling so much, not scoring 50 points. There's a lot of people here saying that this is one of the worst Summer League teams they've seen fielded. They're shooting 29% from the field. They can't make anything. They're struggling in all assets right now. I think if you're talking about duds, it has to be, Knicks have to be at the very top of that list. There's no question about it. We're going to keep talking about studs and duds throughout the week here and giving you updates from the Orlando Summer League. We're interviewing all of the players here, executives, so be sure to check out Basketball Insiders every day.